Greetings troops, welcome back to the channel. In this video we are going to be trying to fix the awning because last weekend at a VW show I got caught short in a storm, like the biggest storm I've ever been in. The awning was out, I didn't get a chance to get to it before the wind took it off. Yeah, bit of a disaster to be honest. Anyway, what we've got, that's what it should look like, all closed up, and if we go to the back you will see that's what it looks like. So you can see it's not closed properly. So today we're going to try and fix that. So troops, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get it wound out, because during the storm on this back end I was literally holding on to the supports and the wind was blowing. It's already ripped the canopy, which I'll show you, which that's not an issue. That's an easy fix with some PVC tape. Okay troops, so I've got that unwound now, and to be honest I can't really see much wrong structurally. The only thing I can see, and I'm not sure if you can pick it up on camera, is the canopy here is all creased and it's stretched. Now that doesn't surprise me because it was literally a gale force wind, and these supports here, the ones on the front of the camera there, which you just can't see, they're just out of shot. I was like holding on to these during the storm, like really pulling down on them. So I'm thinking maybe they got bent out of shape a little bit or something. But structurally I can't see much wrong. The front end is straight. If I show you that there on the camera, what I'm looking at, this part, it's all nice and straight along there. The back end is the same. That is all nice and straight as well down the back end. So it's got to be something in and around this area here. And I don't know if it's the way these are retracting. That's got to be the big thing. But it feels like it's twisted, but I can't see where. I've checked here where they fix on into the, I'll show you there. So I've checked these here, and the distance from there to there, which is the same on both ends. It seems to be the same. So going from there out to there as well seems to be the same distance. The angles at which they are running along the canopy all seem to be the same down both ends. There you can see, this is where it's ripped as well. I'm not too bothered about that. I can get some PVC tape and just fix that up. So that's not too bad, not such a big concern for that. The big thing is, why is it not retracting properly? What I'm going to do now is just whip it back in. Now I've had a look and see how everything's lining up. I think it's got to be something to do with the canopy and the way that things are lining up as it retracts. But let's see. Right, I'm just going to wind it in troops and then we'll see how it goes. Oh, that's the wrong way. So also, while I'm doing this, what I'm looking for is how these supports are lining up with each other. Are they following the same trajectory? Because if you remember, when I showed you at the beginning of the video, the front end was closed properly, and it was the back end that was slightly skew with. So we'll just keep going. How far over is that canopy? So that's touching that metal bit there, and it's not touching that metal bit there. So the canopy isn't quite lining up properly. When it's retracting in, there's a bit more on this end than there is on the other side. Again, I'm just watching those legs as we go towards, they are coming slightly out of alignment now. I'll just put the feet up. So the feet are in there, that's not affecting anything. There's in there, like that. that in there properly? Yep, that's the same both ends. Are they still in alignment? Just about, yep. So they're still lined up. Let's see how this, you see I can see the canopy under there, it's getting all creased and tangled in there. That's hanging over that side now. And it's pulled away from there. Right, so we might be getting somewhere, troops. It looks like, right, so that has actually closed. I think I showed you at the beginning. That has actually closed a lot better than what it was initially. But what I've noticed is, let me just wind it out a little bit and I'll show you what I've noticed. And it's probably because of the rip, I reckon. If you look here, troops, I'm hoping you can pick it up on the camera. There's not much overhang there of the canopy onto this metal bit. If we use this metal bit as a reference point, and then if we go down this end, it's the same. Is it the same there? Maybe it is the same. But good news is we've managed to get it to retract in a little bit. Let's pop that up. You can see it better then. Oh, you see those legs are not lining up now. I wonder if I pull that out a little bit, that will help it. Nope. So they're not going back in there. Let me see if that... That's, it's better, but it's not fully in. Am I comfortable with that? No. There's definitely more to go. But the good thing is it's closed. So I think, troops, actually what I'm going to do, I'm not going to be using the awning for a couple of weeks anyway. So I'm going to leave it like that, and I'm going to the UK in a week or so. I'm going to meet up with my brother there, and I think what we're going to do is we'll probably strip it down, get the canopy out and reset everything and just see if that helps, because we need to get the canopy out to repair it anyway. So we'll just see if that helps. Take these, they should just pop off, I think, and then I'll be able to get, the canopy just slides in and out, so that should be quite easy. But what I'll do is I'll make another second video when we do that. But for now, at least that is closed up better than what it was. We've gone from a gap which was about that big to about that big now, so not too bad. Just check the front end quickly. Yeah, that front end closes perfect, so there's nothing wrong with the front end. Right, troops, that being said, top tip, don't leave your canopy up in a storm, really. Get your awning in as quickly as possible. The only reason I didn't have it in is because it started off as a trickle, which you can see a little bit of video now. That's how it was. I'm literally within a minute and a half, the sky had gone black. There was sheet lightning, thunderstorm, rain like I've never felt before, and the wind just literally took off. I had my son with me. He was crying. He was in the back of the van, scared. So I was literally like, I had no interest in trying to get pegs out and get it wound in. I was literally just holding on to it because If I'd have unpegged it, it would have gone, and it would have ripped off the van, I'm sure of it. With that being said, troops, I do hope you found this video interesting, but do look out for part 2 where I try and repair it properly with the help of my brother. As always, troops, wherever you are in the world, do take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, troops. Here we are, troops. We're back with the broken awning, but we've fixed it with Mark 1 gaffer tape, so it looks like that's as good as it's going to get. The wind out mechanism. We're at the van show for the weekend, so I'm gonna take that cap off there and see if I can see what's going on there. Take that off. I've managed to get it wound back in a little bit more than it was before, so at the very least it's closing a bit better. But that's it, troops. So if ever you're wondering how to fix your awning, gaffer tape seems to be the go-to method of choice. So that'll do for now. To be honest, it's coming off for the winter soon anyway, so it is what it is, and then we'll worry about it next summer.